Rohan, how does your first win feel?
Yeah, it feels good. It's been a good sort of 2 weeks of prep to get that performance with a little mishap in between.
What do you put it down to largely tonight then?
I don't know. As a coach, if you knew that, you'd just do it every week. But yeah, I think being connected and clear about what we were setting out to do. There was clear evidence of that in the first half, and then we sort of just went on with it enough to secure a result.
You had a different spine tonight. How do you feel the different combinations went?
I would say as a combination, there's plenty of work to be done there. As individuals, I thought they all contributed really well, but where I'd like our spine to go, there'd be a lot more combination together and passing the ball to each other a lot more as we go forward. But individually, I thought they all did well and certainly contributed to the result of the game.
Anyone deserves special mention tonight?
Good question. I really thought it was a team effort. I liked how some of the young kids went, to be honest. That was my first look at Gannon and in the flesh, and I thought Jared O'Connor did a tremendous job during a real sticky point of the game where it was sort of in the balance. He came on and added some energy, but a lot of the more high profile players did well as well. Good team performance.
You've got this break now, haven't you? What does this allow you to do?
Recover well to start with, and then get some quality practice in next week, and work interspersed with rest, so that we're not underdone, but we're fresh, and we can keep building on and improving what we did there, which is always going to be the aim. Still very early.
So what's the main emotion after this first win for you in charge?
Excited for the next opportunity to get win number 2. I think that's pretty much how I'm wired. I think so. Yeah, I feel happy and feel glad to be part of it, and real privilege to be at this club.
Rohan, you mentioned Morgan Gannon. The first time you've seen him, he's 18. I mean, as far as 18-year-olds go, how good is he?
Oh, he's a good kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and he knows he's just getting started. So I was pleased with what he did there tonight.
Just watching from where we were, it looked like you were very direct down the middle, certainly in that first 20. Try quick rucks around the ruck, win the floor. It seemed like a simple game plan, but was really effective. Is that something you have been working on, like that low risk, high success?
Yeah, we did parts of that last week as well, I thought, where we carried and found our front effectively. We had a bit more patience this week, I would say, to capitalise on it. And in the end, we hit a few holes or fell over the line on the back end of it. There's no coach that wants errors, but there's different ways to create opportunities, and I thought there was a decent blend of that. We created a little bit on the edge, but we created a bunch through the middle as well.
David Fusitu'a, got his sets off to a good start more often than not. He's really struggled with injuries while he's been out. Pleased were you with the way, not only getting through another game, but the way he contributed to the team tonight?
Yeah, I've known Fuss a long time, and it's been good to reconnect with him, and he's put some hard work in his rehab, and he came back and he had a steady game last week, but he certainly took a big step forward today, and it's nice he got that little reward at the back end of the game there. He's a quality finisher, and obviously his yardage carries are a great way to start the set. Yeah, it's good to see Fuss improving. He's got a bunch to go yet though.
How would you assess James Bentley's performance tonight?
I thought he had an excellent game. Yeah, I thought he had a good balance of competing hard and being very effective with what he did.
Any fears over a potential ban after his sin binning?
I haven't seen the up-close version of that. I've only seen sort of a slightly wider angle, and it didn't look like it had too much in it from that angle.
Do you have to rein a player like that in, or do you not want him to lose that edge that makes him so competitive? Oh,
it's a fine line, isn't it? It's a combat sport, so it's a matter of managing your own thoughts and having that level of competitiveness that's appropriate for the moment. And James is a young man with big aspirations and drive to do well, and he needs to continue to work on when to do what.
From a team perspective, were you pleased with the intent tonight? It seems to be a real lift after half time in particular.
I thought there was enough evidence in the first half of what was working, and at half time they really spoke about that amongst themselves pretty much, and then went out and got the second half started in a reasonable fashion. It took a little while to secure the result, but that's fine too. Nothing wrong with a grinding win.
What about Hardy? Rohan really enjoyed himself tonight. Was he looking to nail down that full box? What do you think?
He looked like he was enjoying himself. He's looked like he's enjoyed himself every session so far. I think he's a team player and he's happy to do what's needed for the team, but certainly made an impact at fullback tonight and certainly contributed to the result of the game.
Dwyer only played 10 minutes. Was that an injury or is it something else?
Oh, Cruz had an outstanding game, I thought, at dummy half, and we put Brad on there to speed the game up there for a little bit, which he did. He had 4 or 5 good carries that kept him honest, and the plan was always to finish with Cruz at the back end.
Back on Hardacre, if he keeps having performances like that and enjoying training sessions, is there a view to maybe keeping him beyond 2022?
Yeah, it'll be 1 week at a time for now, but certainly we're always looking to build the best squad we can for next year.
How did you enjoy your first experience of coaching ahead of them?
I enjoyed it a lot. I was pretty calm, but I tried to take a few moments to take in the atmosphere and the drums and the singing, and particularly the back end of the game. I took a few moments at the end of the game just to make sure it's sort of etched into the memory. Most of the game, as a coach, you're focused on what's happening between the white lines, but it was nice.